saved Grogu? This has been the most asked question in all of Star Wars in recent history. There have been plenty theories out there as to who saved him. I've even heard some wild stories that R2-D2 saved him. But of course, we know that R2-D2 didn't save him. How could he? He doesn't have any arms? No. The answer is far more complicated and simple. And in this video, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you, teach you as to who saved Grogu. And it's been right there since the very beginning. All you have to do is just sit through this video, and by the end of it, I can guarantee you, you will be a believer. You will understand the truth. You will see the light. But I have to warn you, depending on where you side as a Star Wars fan, whether you like the sequels, hate the sequels, love the new Disney Plus shows, hate them, I mean, wherever you are, you're either gonna love this, or you're gonna completely hate it. Or you might be in the middle and not care. Or you might be like good old Star Wars theory over here and shed a few tears. Who knows? But I can guarantee you, this is it. This is the truth. So if you do not want to know, who saved Grogu, turn this video off right now and go watch one of my other videos. And don't forget to subscribe. You see, to understand the secrets of Star Wars, of current Star Wars, you have to understand who's making it. The same way you had to understand George Lucas when he was behind the wheel. You see, George Lucas cared about Star Wars as if it were his own child. That he was feeding and nourishing and making it into a man. And Disney? Well, Disney doesn't see it that way. Disney sees Star Wars as a gorilla it has in a zoo that he occasionally feeds, makes it do tricks for the crowd, you know? And you have to pay to go see it. He doesn't really care about the gorilla. He just wants it well-fed and alive. That's exactly how Disney sees Star Wars. And my point by that is that the only thing that Disney cares about when it comes to Star Wars is its ability to make money, right? It all comes down to money. And how do you make money with Disney? Well, we saw what worked with the MCU, right? We saw that all you have to do is make these movies all connect to each other, build a franchise, and the rest is history. It's gonna make money. It's gonna print it. And that's what it's trying to do with Star Wars. Because Disney doesn't understand Star Wars. It understands money. And what Disney is trying to do with Star Wars currently is they're trying to build out an MCU, but the Star Wars version. And instead of doing that with good movies, they're doing that with these mediocre TV shows. Well, except for The Mandalorian. Mandalorian is really, really good. But that's how they're doing it. They're making these TV shows, and they all connect with each other, and they're all teasing for something big to happen. The same way that they did with the MCU, they give us little Easter eggs to answer these questions that we have. Like the question of who saved Grogu. And it's right there. I mean, let's look back at the Book of Boba Fett. No. Let's look back at the only good episode of the Book of Boba Fett. The episode where we saw Grogu training with Luke Skywalker, and we got a glimpse of Order 66 through Grogu's eyes. What did we see? We saw a few Jedi defending him. And then there was still the question as to, okay, well, was it one of these Jedi that saved him? That got him out of the Jedi Temple? And how did he end up in the hands of the Empire? How did that happen? Well, it's right there. It's simple. It's been answered. And I'm telling you, this is it. And the answer is in another TV show that Disney gave us this past year. That TV show is none other than the Kenobi series. In the Kenobi series, we once again got to see Order 66, and this is not a coincidence. This was planned. This was an Easter egg to show you who saved Grogu. And the person that saved Grogu is none other than Reva. It all makes sense because it also answers another question that we've had. How is it possible that Reva was able to survive getting penetrated by Anakin Skywalker? No, by Vader. Vader would never let her live? Just leave her there? No, he left her there because he knew that she was about to die. But what he didn't know was that good old Grogu was right around the corner, and Grogu was the one that got to Reva, used his vast experience to use Force Heal and save her life. Because you have to understand, Grogu by this time was what, like 20, 30 years old? He was an old man already. He's had plenty of training. It would have been no problem for him to use a complex skill like Force Heal on Reva. So once Grogu saved Reva, Reva helped him out of the Jedi Temple. And what happens after she gets out of the Jedi Temple? She becomes an Inquisitor. And how does she buy her way in to become an Inquisitor? She betrays Grogu and she gives him up for her life, and thus gives Grogu over to the Empire. So there you have it. You have Grogu in the hands of the Empire, and you have Reva becoming an Inquisitor. And that is how Grogu survived Order 66. And if you don't like this, then you do not understand Star Wars. Because I'm telling you the truth. This is it. So let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you see the truth? Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Share the truth. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.